everyone. Welcome to episode 15 of Chefs and Lambos. We're on location here in Naples, Florida with my friend here, Chef Rachid. If you wouldn't mind, introduce yourself and tell us about your restaurant and what you're up to.
So my name is Chef Rachid. I'm a Lebanese, professional Lebanese cuisine.
Sure.
Graduated from Lebanon as a chef in our authentic Middle Eastern food.
Yes.
Worked many hotels and restaurants. I moved to Florida 5-6 years ago from Maryland, Virginia, and DC area.
Okay.
So to open my own restaurant here in Naples, and
Dream come true.
Here we go. It's going and growing and growing. And people love this cuisine.
Yes.
Because it's healthy, authentic. We do like what I'm saying. We cook authentic Lebanese cuisine. We didn't change the recipes.
Mm-hmm.
We play with the presentation. My family and I make our food, from the scratch. I grew up in this industry since I was kid because I'm third generation chef.
Wow.
Grandfather used to be chef. Father.
So always in the kitchen, kind of
and
helping.
my father graduated from school in 1965. And his friends is my teacher.
Gotcha. So as a young boy, did you always know that you wanted to be a chef, or was it just kind of like, this is what I do?
saw my father, and I fall up with with the cuisine, and he said for me that it's tough job, so you have to be sure like you will have vacations a lot, you don't have day offs a lot. Friday, Saturdays you are working here, Christmas, New Year,
Right.
we are here available. So yeah, it's tough business, and but I love cooking.
Yeah. But how old were you when you really took an interest in it?
Probably 19 years old, 18 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going with my father.
Yeah, at a restaurant, you kind of helped him out, like prepping and whatnot.
Exactly.
Trying
so
to be like
we opened a small restaurant in Lebanon.
Okay.
Based on doing chickens and barbecues and this stuff. And I helped them a lot in this business. Then I moved to continue going to school.
And was there ever another idea besides being a chef? Did you ever have any other interests that you're like, I want to be a lawyer or something?
No. It's
Never,
just like,
ever?
Never ever. Only so it's like...
That's funny. See, for me, I kind of fought it.
Yeah.
I was going to college, and during college, I was a line cook.
Yes.
And my chef was like, look, man, go to culinary school, learn all the little gaps and the things you don't know, and I think you'll have a good career. So, going to college, I was so bored. I wasn't going for culinary. I was just going for general studies. So I'm like, all right, maybe I'll do it. So I went to culinary school and off and running. Is that kind of what you did, where you went to like a culinary school?
It was from the blood. So I love cooking, and then I went to school, to make it more
culinary?
Yeah.
Okay.
To make it more professional.
Okay, so when you go to culinary school back in Lebanon, is it only like the one cuisine, or are you learning French techniques?
No, so
you're learning a little of everything?
So our cuisine based on French techniques. So we use the French techniques in our hotels school.
Okay.
And that's how our cuisine is a little bit twist with the French. And everybody can watch it and see it. Like there is white sauce there. There is a dumpling, which we call shish barak, which is a cuisine of French cuisine too, like tortellini, whatever.
Right.
So and the French people was there in Lebanon, like for having this country for 100 years,
And
this
in
we
the
have
school,
some influence.
In the school there, do they teach you how to make breads, how to
Exactly.
make pastries,
Pita, bread,
bit of
baklava, pastries, European or Middle Eastern. So we cook many stuff.
When you were going through that process, was everybody else kind of in the same boat that they wanted to own a restaurant? Like,
no,
what did everybody want to do?
So, people with my friends, some of them they have their family, they own businesses.
Okay.
Like restaurant businesses or pastries businesses.
Okay.
But some of them they fail, so they don't continue.
They
So
try it.
they
and
tried
they're just
and
like,
they
this
said,
isn't for me. Kind
yeah,
of thing.
actually, when I was there, like I have 60 friends with me, maybe 3 or 4 just graduated and continue with the career. So
Okay.
it's not a lot of them they will go with as a chefs. You know, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then going into the school, was your heart always set on this cuisine only? Like, did you ever say, hey, maybe I want to be an Italian chef?
I cooked Italian.
Okay.
But you know, when you are in America, people like to see your ethnic, your
what your
original home,
yeah.
food.
Yeah.
So that's why I moved to my cuisine to dedicate it, to learn it more and to give the authenticity on it. And you know, my family working with me, my father and my mother, so
okay.
We are in the family all working in the kitchen here. So
yeah, and I imagine going to culinary school at the same time where you're working at a restaurant in the evenings.
Yes.
Is that kind of how it went?
Yes.
Okay, and what cuisine was that one?
In Lebanon.
Yeah,
always Lebanese.
Okay.
But we learned the French cuisine and some Italian.
Okay.
Yeah, but more French.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like with my
like coq au vin or like coquette de veau or papier de veau or blanquette de veau. You know, all these terrines, the cold stuffs. Duck, the magret du canard. They teach you everything belong to the French cuisine.
Yeah, that's similar.
Because when they built the institute in Lebanon, it was with French culinary. So the French was there.
Okay.
And Lebanon is tourist area, like Greek or like Turkey. It's not we are dependent on oil or gas or something.
Yes.
We're always in tourist beaches, mountains, and yeah.
That's cool.
When my father used to work, when he was in the school, so they do the training for them.
Yeah.
So it was the culinary in this time. It was under the government. So the government, they own the rest areas, which is rest area, not like here in this country. The rest areas like in the mountains, the teleferic, the caves. They have restaurants outside. Wow. So all these students in the institute, they bring them in the summer to go do training under the chefs there.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how it's.
And your father was always proud of you to go to school and do that? Like he didn't try to talk you out of it, saying, hey, like you said, there's going to be a lot of work. You might want to be with your family.
Exactly.
But he was like, just do this.
Just do it.
Well,
if you like it, continue.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
And then, so tell me about the transition of finishing school. Where did you go right after that?
So
it was like your first job.
So I went back to my family. So my father, he was working in the hotel, and I worked with him a little bit.
Okay.
In Lebanon, Beirut.
Okay.
I worked with him like maybe 6-7 months.
Was that like a breakfast, lunch, dinner?
Yeah, with him.
Everything.
Working from the beginning of the day at the end of the day, and I get paid nothing. Just go with him to learn. You know what I mean? It's just like he give you the training.
Right.
You know, without asking any money and asking, because our cuisines have some secrets, the spices, how you finish the product, how do you make it from the scratch. It's not like easy. Rolling the grape leaves is very hard. It's not easy to roll like 1,000 piece of kibbeh.
It takes time.
Yeah, also kibbeh, you know, to make it round and stuff it with meat.
Right.
So this is need pratique. You have to learn it and make it every day, daily. So yeah, so after that I worked I moved, started working with hotels in Lebanon.
Without your father?
Yeah, intercontinental groups without my father. So.
Now, when you go to do that, are you stepping in as an executive chef or just like
I
chef?
slowly, I start with cook, then second cook, third cook, then sous chef.
Okay.
You know?
And all
then after
Lebanese, all the cuisines.
Yeah. Then I moved back, after that I moved to Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
I worked for royal family.
Okay.
So it was very big jump cooking for these people because they are very critic people.
Right.
Like you say how in Naples they want to do catering in the house, but I'm doing catering every day
Right.
for 4 years.
Right. Now, with doing the hotel background, would you say that was mostly like banquet style, where you're feeding 300, 400 people?
Yeah.
Like, what was the volume like?
In the hotels, yeah, more volume.
Okay.
Okay,
So like
we
big
do
banquets,
thousands,
weddings,
weddings,
things like that?
yeah, Lebanese weddings. Then I moved to Texas here.
Okay.
I opened the Omni Hotel in Dallas
wow.
Convention Center. It was a huge jump, so I learned a lot.
Okay.
Then I moved back to Baltimore. I worked for Four Seasons. I worked for them for 2 years. Then after that,
But coming over here to Texas and whatnot, you got to
Yeah.
do all the cuisines, right?
exactly. So when you work in the hotels, you have to know everything.
When you go into a job like that, do they want you to follow like a handbook of recipes? Or is
No,
it really
they keep
all
it.
your
They keep it
creativity?
exactly. So that's how it's creativity. So when I started, I start like, they saw that I don't have any experience. Then I start from the beginning. Then I to graduate. I promoted to the saucier. So the
Okay.
chef saucier. All the sauces,
Uh-huh.
and this is the sauces is base of the food. You know what I mean? If you don't have right sauce, you will not get the flavors.
Right.
So I dedicated, I give them the best, what I have, what I learned from the school back in Lebanon.
Yeah.
So they was very appreciated. Yeah, and start getting promotions and supervisor and Omni.
Hmm.
Then I have to move to learn more.
But do you enjoy that kind of volume cooking?
Yes,
Or do you-
absolutely. So your time flies like fast,
Yeah.
and you know how to execute it.
Execute, you mean?
Execute the function.
Right. Right.
Because when you do for thousands of people, you have to be very well organized.
Right.
Car, BOs.
No room for mistakes.
Exactly. The cold kitchen, the hot kitchen. So where you prep the stuff. Your cart is ready. BO not ready for the next day. So
Yeah.
we fire. We send the food. Yeah. So you learn this stuff. Some countries they don't have. They have it, but not that this way.
Yeah.
Because the hotel was organized very well.
Yeah.
To make that. So and
Now,
you learn this
when you were
using
working,
the skillets or using this the blast shellers, these machines.
Yeah.
It's help you to produce more food.
Sure,
and-
easier
and
because you have all the
exactly.
equipment. But when you were working at these hotels, how many staff were you in charge of? How many cooks?
It
What was
was
the
like
biggest
30,
job?
yeah, 30 to 35 people
Wow,
in the
that's a
kitchen.
lot.
Yeah.
Damn.
This is without these temporary people. They come and help us in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So when we have weddings or we have a lot of, because it's convention center, it's a lot of business.
Okay, now what would you tell me about is the biggest difference between working back home and coming here, working with Americans, as far as the work ethic
Yeah.
and working with Americans? Was there a big difference between?
Yes, absolutely. There is a big difference.
So tell me about that.
It's here you're working with organized people. You know that how they very well organized,
Yeah.
well planned.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you back home you have to use your skills more
Okay.
to skew the. But here you have to be organized because a lot of everybody working with you in the same way, in the same page.
Mhm.
Doing the meetings, doing how we need to secure this function, how we organize it. So we have to be always together,
Uh-huh.
teamwork.
Yeah.
Sometimes there back home, teamwork is not. You have to prove yourself with your intelligence, your smart, your common sense.
Right. Right.
So yeah, it's completely different.
Okay. Because I don't know. Like sometimes I hear down here it's hard to get good help, and the Americans are
Okay.
hard to motivate.
Depend the area. So when I was in Texas, I don't have any problems.
Okay.
When I was in Virginia, I don't have any problems. Only in Naples, Florida, we
A little
see
more
these problems.
A little more challenges.
Challenging is to
Okay.
find good people to work with you.
Right.
To
Now,
confirm the team here it's not easy.
but going back to Dallas, am I correct in saying maybe your employees were more culinary people where they were
Yes,
already
yes,
trained?
yes.
Okay.
They are all trained, all well knowledge about the food. They know what they are doing basically.
Right.
So yeah, it makes you easy. You know.
Okay.
Here you have to a little bit to start from the scratch.
A little more patience.
Yeah.
And then, like, as far as like working, coming here, what made you choose Florida or this area?
You know, the weather.
Yeah.
This is the first thing.
Yeah.
Then after that, you know, I have partners in the business and they own the plaza, and we can, you know, get some help, you know, to find the right places to open. And yeah, it's good choosing.
And how many years have you been open here?
So far, it's 5 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years.
And then in the kitchen, do you hire mostly American staff, or is it?
It's like some of them American, some of them Middle Eastern, some Indians. I have
a mix of people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Haitian too, they're good. So they are learning this cuisine, and it's A+ for them to learn something different.
Okay.
Now everybody is moving to open more Middle Eastern food in the area, and, you know, in Florida itself. You know, a lot of population came from Middle East or from Michigan. You know.
Right.
So they have to learn this. You know, hummus is everywhere now. So you find hummus in Costco, Publix. You know.
What about, like, as far as working here, do you feel comfortable that you can actually take a day off? Or do you really have to be here every day, every minute?
I have to be every day, every minute. So
okay, now why do you have to be here every day?
It's, to be sure, everybody is happy.
So you don't have a second in charge, though, that you feel, hey, this guy can run the place?
No. I have somebody, but, you know, I like to be in touch with the customers.
That's good.
People like to see the quality of the food, you know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, when somebody told you, I love your food, it's paid off, that's it.
So now are you trying to tell me you've never taken a week off to go on vacation?
No, I took, like, when I did you see, when I do some a major changing in the restaurant, or
you'll shut it down.
I shut it down.
See, because you can't get away. See, that's the answer I'm looking for, is you can't get away unless you shut down.
So last time we did the renovation, so I shut down. So I have to shut down.
Okay.
Then I went back. I went to Canada to visit my sister, or to go to the Niagara Falls, see some states. You know?
Okay. Now, if like, I like to ask chefs this question because everybody has a different opinion. Do you like to take someone and train them from scratch that they know nothing, or do you like having a culinary graduate who's well-rounded already?
Yeah, I prefer culinary.
Culinary.
Yeah.
So they kind of know their basics.
It's not easy.
Right.
It's not easy.
Right. Some people like them where they're from green and they don't know anything. And
both of them work for me.
Right.
You know.
But
the difference is you cut corners. So you don't need to teach how to cut the vegetables or to cut. So you already have the basic how to do it. You know what I mean? But, you know, this area is not easy, like we said before.
Right.
We have to work with it, whatever you have available in your hand. You know.
Yeah. So right now, do you feel like you have a good core staff, or do people kind of come and go a lot, where it's hard to keep the people?
People, you know, I treat people like how I want to treat. You know what I mean? First of all, you give them the rights. You give them the what they deserve. You know what I mean? And they are loyal, so they work for me for a long time.
Most of them.
Yeah, most of them.
Okay.
Some of them since the opening.
Okay.
Starts with the dishwasher. Even the dishwasher.
That's great.
She's 5 years working here in dishwasher.
That's great.
And she never left us. I closed, open. She never trade me or left me.
Off.
No, never. You see. So you take care of them. You know, we are in areas not easy to find people to work.
Yeah.
And this is the only key to continue and to survive the business.
So let me ask you, are you happy with where you're at with this location and everything that's going on?
Yeah, I'm happy here, but, you know, we're always looking forward. We're always looking for more. Okay. We're always looking for stability. Off-season, season have to be ended.
Yeah, that's tough here.
The city have to do something, you know, create a zones like maybe they can afford it for these people to live. you know, so we can use them and work, you know.
Right.
In the end, you can pay $20 or $25 for employee hourly, and you are not generating enough businesses, you know.
Right.
Because whatever you do in the season and the off season will be finished.
Right.
You know, I wish something would be changed.
Right.
You know, it's growing. Naples is growing, but it's not
Absolutely.
that. It's not that speed. You know.
And when we were working during COVID, what was that like for you? Did you go through like a shutdown period?
I shut down sometime. Yeah, I shut down like 15 days. I started working with minimum capacity. I kept the to-go stuff
Okay.
working. That's why it's give me inspiration to do to-go area, because it will be help me if something happen in the future.
Yeah.
We always have plan B.
Right.
You know. Yeah. So.
Was it very challenging? It must have been challenging.
Much
though.
better than other states.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, at least we got to stay open.
Yes.
But was it very challenging to
It's
like
very
kind of pay your
challenging.
bills and
Yes,
make them
yes.
much as you would have been if you were
Exactly.
wide open?
Exactly.
It must have been like probably.
Yeah, because you know people get sick and you know have enough help, and we have to make it minimum so you know get more sales. You know.
Right.
But we work with it. So thanks God we passed these problems.
Okay.
And now we are good. So
Yeah. Well,
business is
I
back.
mean, we still.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, myself, I was actually going to work
Yeah.
tonight, but due to COVID, I got canceled.
I know.
But anyway, what about the hurricane? How were you affected in any way?
So hurricane, it wasn't planned. So I was already closed, but yeah, the water get flooded here in this area. But,
Oh, wow. I didn't
thanks
know it
God,
came all the way
maybe
here.
maybe 4 hours, maybe more, maybe yeah, we can get.
So you got
some-
water inside?
No.
Oh,
Thanks
not
God.
inside.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
It was outside here
Okay.
because
okay.
the lake was flooding.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but thanks God. Yeah.
Yeah, so it didn't get inside, no
No,
damage,
nothing,
no
nothing.
roof damage or anything.
Nothing.
Did you feel from the hurricane, did you get like a push in business or was it kind of quiet after?
Yeah, we get some quiet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know there's like a lot of workers
Yeah.
that, some businesses were telling me they had a surge
Yeah.
where there was a lot of work for the
So
eating and foods.
because I can't open my contractor, they left because for the hurricane for a week and a half, so we are delays.
Okay.
We get some delays,
Okay.
and after that, yeah, we opened. The third day, I can see more booming in the business, pushing like season.
Yeah.
And this is thank you Naples because they worked
Right.
because
And then like
they give us some help.
I know a lot of people were telling me like be ready because this is not going to be much of a season. Do you feel that we are going to have a pretty good season, or do you think it might be like half? What do you
So
think?
numbers will be show you less.
A little or a lot?
A
less?
little bit less.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Because
So
I feel like there's a lot of
last year-
traffic.
Last year, when COVID was there, so everybody stayed here.
Yeah.
Nobody left.
Right.
But now people left.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? So UVC is not too much.
But the other thing is, in my mind, I think it's still a little early. I think we need to wait till January,
Yes.
February when
Yes.
it's like kind of peak where,
Absolutely.
then we'll see how much because in my opinion, there's a lot of traffic. I see a lot of people
Yeah.
out.
People are moving. A lot of immigrants from different states, especially from California.
Right.
That's what I hear, that a lot moving to Florida and especially Naples, which is good for the area. So be in the future like off season will be vanish.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, I think like the summers down here are pretty brutal,
Yes.
where it's like, I wonder if a restaurant, is it really worth to be open those months? Maybe just close for a little while and then go on vacation and come back. I don't know.
Exactly. So I prefer this way.
Yeah.
To
Just
close
stay
the
with-
restaurant and give them some break for your team, and you can go break, vacation, and come back again fresh, ready to go. But you're still paying the rent, you're still paying the utilities, you're still electricity.
Right.
Which is some of them doesn't make sense, some of them okay, we can work with it. So
Now, with the restaurant, do you have any future plans of maybe like expanding to another location or
Yeah,
going to a
absolutely.
different spot?
Absolutely.
You got an
We're
idea?
always looking for opportunities. We're always looking for planning to open more. But yeah, I study a lot the situation
So
before
you're thinking
I move
about
on. Yeah, always.
Okay.
Always.
What about a food truck?
Food
That's
truck.
a big thing. Yeah, a lot of these
something
chefs
is
are
good.
doing that.
Everybody like food trucks.
Yeah, I mean, would you
And,
do it or? Is
yeah,
that
yeah,
not-
I
you
would do it. I would do it. Absolutely.
The thing is, I don't see you doing it because you have to be here. You've already admitted you can't leave this place.
So the key for the food truck is making something easy, fast, and delicious,
like
healthy.
shawarma sandwiches.
Exactly. So you need to
gyros.
hustle a lot.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You give them the product. Hey guys, sell it. You know? Yeah, I'm
So
thinking
maybe-
about it. So
Okay. Because I was going to tell you about my
I know
cooking.
21 Spices. They opened it and
Yeah.
it was very successful.
But I was going to say, I actually worked at a Lebanese restaurant, back when I was in culinary school. So I learned like a lot of different techniques. And I just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Yes.
So one of the things that I thought was intriguing, now I'm not saying this is exactly tradition of what you would have done, but like for instance, like making the garlic sauce.
Yeah.
These chefs used to put a little bit of jalapeno fresh. Would you do that? Or
No,
is that a
no,
little
no.
off?
It's off.
Okay,
We
yeah, they
don't
used to
put-
put a little jalapeno in it.
Yeah, no, we don't.
And
put
then
it.
when they would make the kafta,
Okay.
what they would do is they would grind the meat with onion in it, chopped,
Okay.
fresh parsley,
Okay.
like a little bit of
Spices.
cinnamon or allspice, garlic,
Yeah.
and they would grind it all together,
Yeah.
then form it. Is
Yes.
that similar
Yeah,
to how you
that's
would
what
do
we
it?
do. Yeah.
Okay. Because I know if you watch YouTube, they'll just take ground beef, add this, and
No,
then
no,
mix
no.
it.
We
But
grind.
they throw
I
it
have
through a
grinder.
grinder.
We grind. it.
Yeah, and I thought the way they did it was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So I do everything from scratch.
Okay.
Even the bread.
Yeah.
I make it fresh daily here in the bread.
Well, chef, I mean, honestly,
Baklava, I do it here from the scratch, from the dough to the stuffing to baking, the syrup.
yeah.
I don't know, like.
No, I know. I mean, your food
Maybe
is great.
only if I buy something frozen is the French fries.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
No?
But I was going to say, one of the reasons I reached out to
Yeah.
you is because I've been here, I know your food, and I think, honestly, this whole area, yours is the best.
Thank you.
I know there's other competitors doing the same food, but yours is very authentic.
Thank you.
I mean, I remember when I came here, I'm like, I want the best, I want everything. So I did the mixed plate.
Yes.
So it had a little bit of the kebab, I had the
Rice.
kafta, I had lamb, so I had the whole thing, and everything was delicious.
Thank you.
So I'm saying that's why I had to reach out to you because I endorse you.
Yes.
I think if anybody were to ask me where to go for this
Appreciate
food, I'm going to push you every time.
Thank you.
But Chef, thanks for
Thank
coming
you very
on.
much. Thank you.
And I wish you all the success in the world
Thank you.
and keep killing it, doing what you're doing.
Thank you very much.
All right, Chef, thanks for coming on.
Thank you.